Avec la tonne d'options de financement d'automobile en direct, tu peux trouver ton autodrive au meilleur taux sans que ça te coûte un bras. Parce que le guide dit que c'est...
Dubas ruining Crosby's final years. So I don't think that that's fair. As much as I give Kyle a bit of a hard time for some of the moves he made here in Toronto, largely his moves were extremely positive. Oh man, Carlson with a nice little breakup pass there. I think Kyle was tasked with an impossible job, and until ownership lets him rebuild the team, like there's a reason he signed for 7 years, right? You try to win the first 2 or 3 years, and then you go, okay, we can't. So either Crosby's retiring and Gino's retiring and Chris Letang's retiring, or they're moving on, and then we rebuild the team and we get a bazillion draft picks and get the next Crosby, right? I don't know. It's a nightmare. It's like you know who wrecked Crosby's last few years, and it's not anything personal because I have met them both and they're both nice guys. Is Ron Hextall and Brian Burke. That is what wrecked Crosby's final years. This team should be far further ahead than they are. I'm just throwing that out there. Thoughts on Montembeault? Man, they're talking about this guy like he might be the starter for Team Canada. My thoughts are I'm excited to watch him play more. This guy played, he played awesome against Toronto in the opening game, and I haven't caught a Canadiens game since then. But that's sort of why we're doing the streams. We all get to watch different teams. It's not just Leaf games now. We're doing everything. And I think it's great to kind of zoom around the NHL and see who's doing what and where. And I think specifically this has got to be a big game for the Penguins because I feel like they just want to get this, these Crosby and Malkin things done and move on with their season and get a couple wins in here because it was an ugly start. That New York game was brutal. Toronto game was okay. Detroit game was good. Pittsburgh is a team that's going to challenge for the playoffs. They got to beat teams like Montreal. And Montreal's not an easy out. For anybody wondering why we can't run game footage, we can't. Because we're SDPN, and as much as we're thrilled for the current success, we don't have billions of dollars yet to buy the hockey rights. As soon as we do, I guarantee you, we're going to be all over it. All over it. Time check, by the way, is 14:38. So if you're wondering, 14:38 is the time check.